Okay, so I've been meaning to do this video much sooner, but I wanted to give my quick spoiler-free thoughts on Clown in the Cornfield. Now, if you have not seen it, or if you're not aware of it, it's based off of a series of books, I believe, and it's about a young girl and her dad who move into the small town, and apparently the town mascot, which is a clown, is killing people left and right. So that's your plot of the movie. And I remember back when it was announced that they were gonna make this into a movie that was based off of a book. It's like, okay, I'm interested. Those of you who know me, you know I'm a big sucker for slasher movies. And with Terrifier on the horizon, it was no surprise that they would want to go ahead and make this into a movie. I mean, it's a pretty similar premise where there's a killer clown, like a slasher that is a clown. So yeah. And apparently the director of Tucker and Dale versus Evil did this. That movie was funny as fuck. So I don't know why I expected this movie to be darker than it was, but it's still nowhere near as funny as Tucker and Dale versus Evil. But it does have moments where I chuckled. I mean, not to mention that where there's a moment where, you hear the clown has squeaky shoes. So that was pretty funny. Like, that was probably one of my favorite moments in the movie. And like, it kept my attention for a while, and then as it progressed towards the final act, and then I have to say, I was honestly like, really? So it went to that. So this is how we're concluding the story. I mean, as I went from beat to beat, I had a feeling that it was gonna kind of get to where it went, but I don't regret seeing it. I felt it could have been a lot better if they just did something different, or like than what they did with the final act. But I don't know. I felt it was okay. I don't want to say I hated it. It did sort of mess with the possibilities of me saying, you know what, this is a fun popcorn slasher movie. But it's an okay meh slasher movie. But with that all being said, I gotta give this movie maybe a 3 out of 5, or out of 1 to 10, maybe I don't know, maybe a 4.5 or 5, maybe a 4.5. Yeah, I would have probably given it a 7 if it hadn't been for how it went towards the end. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say keep your expectations in check, and if you like slasher movies, give it a shot. You may like it better than I do. I mean, it depends on your preference. I mean, and it was done by Shudder. I don't know if it's in theaters at this point in time, because typically they're kind of out of theaters. They're not in theaters as long. When Shudder does have their movies put in theaters, it tends to where you have to wait for it to pop up on a streaming app. But if it's not in theaters and then you have Shudder, jump on there and check it out when it does start streaming. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Clown in the Cornfield. It's no Terrifier. It's not nowhere on that level. I mean, like Friendo, like, he's no Art the Clown. Nah. Like, I didn't expect him to be. I didn't expect him to even rival him. But I was just like, you know what? I like slasher movies. I'm going to give this a shot. And that's what I did. It is what it is. But yeah. And if you have seen it, feel free to share your thoughts. And yeah. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.